Well guys, welcome back to the channel. You guys let me know in the comments at the last video that you liked the raw audio, and so that's what we stuck with this video right here. This is the second one we shot out on our mountain bike trails. So stick around, let's see what we get into this time. You know, I brought my backpack so I would have something to put my hoodie in case it got too cold. I don't think I needed all that. I believe I could have got by just fine with my fanny pack without that sweater on me. All right, so we're going to take a look and see where we're at here on the map. Let's get up into the shade. Salamander loop. And ooh, let's see, let's recenter that. Let's bring it on down. We got quite a lot of salamander loop, and we can continue on. And so
early 30s. All I did was work out.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything else. I'd run on a treadmill for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And so I believe we will take that loop as well. Might as well run the whole thing. All right, time to roll it on. I think this is actually one of the more technical loops, if I am not mistaken. So we will have to see what we get here. We are definitely recapturing our youth here. That is for sure. Arms up high, dropping down from the trees. Hard on the brakes, hard on the pedals in this case here. You know, if you want to be doing this type of riding, we'll slow it down here for a second. Ooh. It's going to be a long video to cut in. But if you want to be doing this type of riding, you really want to have a hub drive, or at the bare minimum, a torque sensor. Wow, that's I wonder if you could see straight up through there. You know, I think that appears like a good one. to get on the other camera. So we will go ahead and set that other camera in right here. Go back. And come in here with this one. All right, time to grab the other camera and head back. This could be a lot of fun. Tell me what you guys think of doing it this way as well, though. Okay, let's roll this puppy on. Yeah, doing things like these drive-throughs, I wasn't good on the gears back there. I must have bumped the shifter when I stepped off of it. Doing things like these drive-bys, why, that might actually breathe a little fresh life into the channel. Honestly, I've been getting a little burned out with it. Doing the editing and whatnot, you might have noticed I haven't done as many videos, and that's because I moved the computer back into my regular room. I just got tired of it being on the kitchen table. And so I went ahead and bought a cheap desk to put out in the living room. And if I get back to really wanting to push, you know, the editing and the videos and stuff, well, I built a desk that I'm going to have. I'll let that desk be the one. I don't want to have the other one in there. Not because I have anything against cheaper furniture, but because I built a secretary desk. My problem is the computer doesn't fit in it. I have to take out some of the guts of it, and that's going to be kind of a big job. But oh, here we go, some nice little rolls here that I'm too tired to take hard. But we'll show you that setup. I don't like being, that's why I haven't done a lot of, oh yeah, some nice little rolls. That's why I haven't been doing a lot of off-road riding, because I don't like being away from Michelle, and I know this is not her thing. She said, go on, she's fine. I thought, well, this is where I need to go then. But yeah, I don't like going into that other room when Michelle might be out in the living room or in the kitchen there, so I'd rather be around her. But I just didn't like that thing sitting on the kitchen table so much. So we finally took it off of there, put it back in the room, and then I really lost gusto. You know, it was more of a chore to go in there and do that, and I didn't like that. This is to get away from chores. This is an enjoyment that I do. But we'll see if that can get turned around. And I'm really hoping doing some riding like this will turn this around. I've done some mountain biking before, and it doesn't really get a whole lot of interest for some reason. And I'm not quite sure why, because I think a lot of my audience boy, this is a way to capture your youth, and I think a lot of folks would like to do this, and I can tell you, this setup is wonderful for doing it. That we've got everything from even the car rack, you know, with this particular bike, it's light enough that I can just put it on that trunk rack, and it's actually more solid on that than it is on the hitch rack. I can hit railroad tracks with that and go airborne on my car. Not that I do, but I mean, it's solid on there and it's very easy to put on there. Some of these other bikes that are 90 pounds and stuff, you know, it would be much more difficult to put on a rack like that, so that wouldn't be the best thing for them. Oh man, it just makes me want to fly. It just makes me want to fly down through here, and I think I need to take me a little walk and set up another camera because I want to fly. I'll set up the other camera down here. We'll kind of, where was I at? Oh, the bike setup, you know, with that mid drive, even though it's a cadence sensor, you can tell when I'm moving fast down there, I'm winded pretty well. And so, you know, it gives you a workout, but you really need that, because what you don't want is just to be going a certain speed. You want to be going a certain amount of power on these type of trails right here. I think we'll come right to the other side of the bridge here and see what we can capture. All right, so let's roll on a nice and easier pace, because I am pretty winded now. So we're gonna roll it easy until we find another really good spot. Oh, there's one right there. Look at that. But yeah, we're gonna take it easy. We've been about 6 miles running pretty hard the whole way. Not many hikers out here today. Let's go ahead and slide that back up where it belongs. Of course, this is the back loop, and so they don't get as many hikers back here. And I want you to notice something. Of course, you know I get a very good mileage on this bike anyway, but I've been using the pedal assist pretty hard through here, just feathering it off and then hitting it hard. You know, feathering it off with a brake and then hitting it hard, because these are not a lot of downhills. But you know, I hear people say about their unremarkable specs on a true mountain bikes, but you know, as hard as I've been hitting that, why, we're not using any battery hardly at all. And so these smaller batteries for these mountain bikes, true electric mountain bikes, you know, what they're made for is to help you get, they're not made for even what I'm doing on this. They're made to help you get up the hills, and then you're going down the hill on your own. And that's where the cost is on them, is the mountain bike parts, not the electric parts. All the electric parts are, you know, you get into the Bosch motors and the Yamaha motors, they're pretty pricey, but not much more than these other ones. But your components that you're using there, that's where your costs are at. So, I was going to try and pull up there and go fast on that, catch a little air, but I don't think I'm going to. And I got to watch because I do have this up in a high pedal assist and I never have disconnected that. All right. So right here is where we're going to kind of start making our way back. That other trailhead right there, that takes you out to the Neuse River. There's the Neuse River Trail, and you've seen me riding that before. Yeah, this is what it's all about as far as I'm concerned. On some rides, I love riding the greenways and stuff, but boy, when I want an adrenaline pump, this is the kind of thing that I want to get into. Of course, I need more of a heart pump than an adrenaline pump. But we still like to have our thrills, and I think a lot of you guys out there, why, I believe you're still looking for some too. And like I said, this could be a perfect bike for it, because you see me take it on the greenways. I mean, there's not a bit of problem. One issue with building a bike this way right here that you can run into, and this holds up better than most of the mid-drive regular mountain bikes, that what they call mountain bikes, not true mountain bikes, but what they call mountain bikes. We got to roll here a little bit too. You know, this is far better components than a lot of those are, and most of those are. But it can absolutely do this kind of riding right here, and you can also get it out on the greenways, because you have seen me, and if you haven't seen that on the channel, shame on you. You got to hit that like, hit that subscribe. See, y'all thought I was missing out on that, but I'm still cowboy smoothing them things in there. So, but yeah, we are on some fab. Ooh. I was able to catch just a little tiny bit of air. I kind of seen that late. I wonder if I should try and go back and film that one. But this is where I want to come for the adrenaline rush. And like I say, I haven't done a whole lot of this year, not nearly as much as I was intending on doing this year. But I would like to change that for next year. Well, you tell me down in a comment if you would like for me to take you guys along with me as I do these type of rides. I know a lot of people just may not be interested in them, and that's okay too, because like I said, I love riding out on the greenways, and especially with Michelle there, you know, that's the whole one of the main reasons I ride. Otherwise I might have went out and bought a dual sport motorcycle instead of an e-bike, but Michelle wanted to ride a bike, so but I go out there sometimes on my own, even if Michelle's not able to go because she's out of town for the weekend or something like that. I'll go out there on my own. You guys have seen that. Magnolia Run. We're gonna kind of check and see. Magnolia Run is a relatively long trail. Yeah, it's a very long trail. I wonder if we should. I think I'm going to save that trail for the next trip. And yeah, I think I'm going to save the Magnolia Trail for the next trip. But I understand it's a really nice one. But I want to get back, see how my bride is doing. You know, on that trip, I believe I will probably have my fanny pack with me, not my backpack. We're going to end up at about 10 or 12 miles through here. Something along those lines. And I think the Magnolia Trail would add about 60% more, if I'm looking at it correctly. I wonder if I should just blow this thing down a little bit. See, maybe it's not as long as what it appears. No, it's a pretty long one. That's a pretty long one there. I think we're gonna reserve that one for another trip. And so that means I'll have to bring you guys back to check out the Magnolia Trail. Quite frankly, I'd like to hit that when I'm a little more fresh than what I am right now, because I will tell you, it's been a while since I really worked these things. And make no mistake, e-bike or not, this is really a workout to come in here to really ride it hard, not just to cruise around on it, you know, but to actually ride this pretty hard is a workout. Oh, whoa, 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 oh. I could see, broken bones as a part of my future if I try that. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Oh, I would have to pull up that front end, and then it's going to slow way down if I hit it from this side. If I hit it from this side, that's going to be a very similar, very, very similar if I hit it from this side. I think I have enough to, I believe I have enough ground clearance there, and I think I have enough on the sides there that I could catch a foot if I had to. Man, that would be a hard hit there. Let's see if we even have the clearance on this. Well, we barely have the clearance. It would pedal strike, but you know, we're not supposed to do that. All right. Being as my name is known, and somebody's probably calling Michelle right now. Oh no, this video is not out. We're not live. I was going to say somebody would be calling Michelle. You better get on the phone, tell him to quit. All right, guys, we're going to be back here. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Should we try it? And take a look at it from the other side here as well. See, this side, the danger on this side is that if you lose your balance up there, you have nowhere to put your feet. The other side, you can catch a foot down, dab a foot. This side here, you don't have that luxury. So both sides have their problems. I don't know. Maybe that whole idea would be best served on the edit room floor. Oh, right on, Blaine. Right on, right on. Okay, now this is Salamander Loop, and so yeah, we're taking it this way here. recenter our Komoot. You know what I haven't done is I haven't been taking many pictures on the Komoot app lately to find out that it's not conking out on me. Let's stop and do that. We've only got about a month left to decide if we're gonna keep, I mean, we're gonna keep this definitely, but if we are going to, oh, I should have been back there taking that picture. That's the picture I should have done. It's keeping them. So, yeah, I think they ended up fixing that. I probably could have had some better pictures than that. The idea is just to take the pictures so that we can set the highlights. And we have done quite a few highlights on our map. So, I think I want to take it a bit on the easier side coming back here. Yeah, right. I think this is the one that may have some log crossings in it. Or they may have eliminated those at some point. Might need to stop and take a little drink of water here. This actually makes me really want to go get a motorcycle. And I really don't want to go do that. But this will darn sure make a person like me want to do that. But there's really not enough areas to ride off-road now like there were before. Back when I was younger, you could ride all day. I'll tell a little story on it. Hopefully my SIM card holds out for me. But I skipped school one time. I kept my motorcycle over at my buddy's house, and I went out riding on some areas that were off-road that we rode on for years. I did not know, but the Pennsylvania State Game Commission just took it over. And I was out there cracking through there. I mean, I was rolling on, enjoying my day, and this guy come running out of the woods. He looked like he was being chased by a bear. I stopped, and he grabbed my handlebars. "You're in big trouble, boy. You're on state game land. Give me your ID." I got no ID. He says, "Where you live?" I said, "Ooh, don't like the way them tires are hitting back there. I think I have a little too much air pressure in them for the roads for out here." I didn't tell him where. I said, "About 10 miles away." He said, "You're going to ride me to your place then." I said, "Oh, okay. You just get on." And, you know, being young and stupid, why? I left him in the dust, let's just say. He showed up later at my house. I did not know the amount of power the game commissioner had. A lot more power than the state police. My dad threw him off the property. So if you come back here with a warrant, or you don't come back at all, he did abide by that. I think I may have already told this story, and I know I was kind of had to face my dad about the fact that I skipped school for that. So, but yeah, we do stupid things when we're young. And I'm not young anymore, as Michelle will sometimes tell me. Old front end up over them logs, but I can tell you right now, I can feel that front end really climbing. really climbing up there. You know, you got to be really cautious on that, because you don't want to hit the brake and cut out all the power. You do want to hit the brake and just feather the back wheel a little bit when that happens, so that you can keep the front end up without slamming it back down, but it doesn't go over from too much power from the motor. And I don't know, there's a part of me that says do that, Blaine, disconnect that brake cut off switch, and there's another part that says, Blaine, if you do it, you're going to hurt yourself, because you're going to try and override. And I think that's probably the wiser part of me that's saying that. And I say that from honestly living the way that I've lived. So, you know, but anyway, all right. So, out here. Center. All right. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to cut this out right here and catch back up with you when we get back. So, till the next one, Internet, if we don't catch back up with you, stay safe, God bless, and keep the wheels rolling. Once again, we're out.